The first incident that I speak of, and this incident has nothing to do with the IFG and 60 beef, but three Rolling 60s shot and killed a 107 Hoover OG by the name of Straw Dog in the A-Trade gangster community. Those three members were named Tiny GK, Baby Thirst, and Puda. All three are in prison behind this crime. The next day, February 3rd, bad luck for Rolling 60s would get shot and killed by IFG. The four members behind this murder was Deuce Fang, Tiny Pinball, Baby Dot, and Baby Red Bull. All four of these members will eventually beat this murder. I'm going to give you a quick summary about the Inglewood clique called Elite. Elite is a clique that was formed after the murder of Bad Luck, which the four IFG members ended up beating. They came home pretty much bragging about it and getting championed about it from other members. This clique is basically a clique where you can't even really claim it unless you're super active with bodies under your belt or participating really heavy. I've seen guys like Tony Munchie even claim it. He even said, a lot of y'all claiming elite, but really ain't elite. So yeah, the standard is really high. Tiny Pinball, a member who's a part of that murder, had a song where he said, beat the homicide, it was easy. Ain't nobody speak. He's talking about bad luck. I've seen guys from NHP claim it, Inglewood families claim it, and CPF claim it. That month was super hot. I'm gonna give you an example on how cautious members were that month. Migos Worldwide, a famous YouTube vlogger, did a vlog in the Rolling 60s. He asked one of the members, can they walk around? And one of the members declined. He basically told them, if they walk around, the IFGs are gonna spot them out and let off shots. That right there should let you know that that month in February, it was back and forth between the two. March 31st, 2021, Tiny Shady Blue gets killed inside of his car at a gas station in the valley. Many thought that Jap 5 did this murder, but this is not true. Little G2 from IFG did this murder in fact. There's a video of Tiny Shady Blue inside of his car gasping for air. Little G2 would then go to prison and pass away due to a bad pill. Last March, on March 31st, members like Deuce Flame and Bull Rock got on Twitter and basically said that Little G2 is the curator of Tiny Shady Blue, death date, March 31st. So IFG is never shy about this murder. They love claiming this murder. They brag about this murder till this day. At that moment that year, IFG was up on the 60s. Even guys like Tiny Munchie tweeted, the homies is really up on 60s. In May of 2021, the Nipsey Hussle mural was vandalized. It was vandalized by Baby Capone from IFG. This made worldwide news. A meeting was scheduled to happen between the IFGs in the 60s, mainly older members from both sides and a few younger members from both sides. The meeting was going to happen so they could prevent things from getting any further. Both sides agreed to talk, but the day of the meeting, the 60s, they backed out the meeting. They didn't want to do no talking. My guess is, there's just no way we're going to disrespect our leader, hero, and voice of our community without us doing anything. So you're going to see the next couple of events, the 60s are going to take matters in their own hands. I'm going to give you a quick summary on who Baby Capone is. Baby Capone is from IFG 92nd Street. He's the younger brother of Baby Capone, who's a part of the Munchie B Foundation. You got Big Munchie, Little Munchie, Baby Munchie, and Tiny Munchie. The name is serious, and to be under it, you have to be super active. Baby Capone's father is from IFG as well, so he's pretty much tied in. Baby Capone right now is on a 13-year prison sentence. There's no doubt in my mind, after the Mural disrespect, that his life was definitely in jeopardy. Pretty much, 30 to the Hundreds had a green light on him, and there were multiple attempts on his life due to the fact that he disrespected the Nipsey Hussle mural. I remember watching Baby Capone's IG lives, and members were trying to beg him to stay in the house. Don't come outside. You good where you at. Baby Capone, being a young member, he just couldn't help himself. But that right there should let you know that the pressure was being applied on him for the disrespect of the Nipsey Hussle mural. IFG was protecting Baby Capone. Not the first time they've done this. I'm gonna rewind back for you. Paul from Rolling 60s told a story how Hop Out from IFG, who was in the county for killing Kid Cali from Rolling 90s, was basically being protected in the county to the point where nobody could run a fade with Hop Out. If you do, you're gonna get packed out. So yeah, they were doing some protection. July of 2021, Indian Red Boy, a new member from CPF, who was from Hollywood at first, was inside of his car on IG Live with Baby Capone when all of a sudden he got assassinated inside of his car. Blood was out of his nose, he was gasping for air, and he was letting Capone know where he was at, which was in Hawthorne. The person behind this murder was a Rolling 100 member named Cat 5. Now the reason this murder happened, what I was told was, they stayed in the same apartment complex building and they got into it days before. Now, this could be true, this could be not true, but I heard this. This was a worldwide murder. It was so big, the rapper Game paid for Indian Red Boy's funeral. Many speculated on who killed Indian Red Boy. At first, they speculated it was Hollywood. They said Hollywood killed him because he hood hopped. Indian Red Boy is originally from Hollywood. He ended up becoming CPF. But many don't know that him and Capone were already cool and they grew up with each other. So his transition was smooth and easy. They embraced him, they accepted him, and after his death, they ended up riding for him. Later that month, IFG and CPF were shooting up the 60s hood continuously. On the Citizens app, it will show stuff like houses on Bryanhurst getting shot up, people on Hyde Park and 63rd getting shot at. IFG and CPF weren't playing around about this one. CPF claims that Hyde Park is really theirs. They don't really like the 60s, mainly the Bryanhurst side. They really go by Bryanhurst Killer Gang, or BGK for Bryanhurst Gang Killer. August 10th of 2021 is the Rolling 80s Hood Day. In that day, members of IMG were on FaceTime with their enemies, allegedly. To me, I think it's a dumb idea, knowing the fact that your enemies know the best time to get you is a day where everyone's outside celebrating. Frosty and Darby were talking to some females when a car pulled up and shot both of them. Frosty managed to survive. Darby, unfortunately, didn't. Darby got shot, got in his car, tried to drive himself to the hospital, but didn't make it. Now, people try to speculate who's behind this murder. I heard too many names. At first, they said the 90s were behind the murder. Then, the legends were. Then, the 60s. I'm going to tell you who was really behind this murder. The person behind this murder is an alleged gutter Ave member. I'm not going to say his name, but if you know, you know. There's a picture out there of Darby's baby mother in bed with this alleged killer. IFG members will say stuff like, how you in bed with your baby daddy's killer? So yeah, it gets that deep. I'm going to rewind a little bit. I'm going to go before Frosty and Darby get shot. A group of Inglewood members were going to the 60s, daily, tagging on their walls. One of the members who were tagging on their walls daily was a guy by the name Tiny Lucci from NHP. After the tagging, the 60s went to Inglewood and killed an OG from over there. Now I don't know the OG's name, but I had to put this in the storyline to let y'all know how serious this war was. I'm going to rewind a little bit. I'm going to go before Frosty and Darby get shot. A group of Inglewood members were going through the 60s, daily tagging on their walls. One of the members who were tagging on their walls daily was a guy by the name Tiny Lucci from NHP. After the tagging, the 60s went to Inglewood and killed an OG from over there. Now I don't know the OG's name, but I had to put this in the storyline to let y'all know how serious this war was. I'm going to talk about one more situation, and that's a guy named Headstump. But I don't know if it's related to the story of the IFG Phase 60s war, but I'm going to still talk about it. Headstump was shot and killed in October 2021. They had this candlelight visual in the overhills, which sadly got shot up. Now I don't know if the two are related, but hey, Darby got killed the month before, and now in October, this happens. Who knows? Both sides have a lot of enemies. The story's coming to an end, and the war between the two is still somewhat going. They tried to slow it down, but the youngsters are not having it. And again, CPF is claiming that Hyde Park is theirs. They have it against Brian Hearst. Brian Hearst is one of the most deadliest sides of the 60s, and what I was told, they're leading the murders. Like, comment, subscribe.